I'm on live and I see myself. Thank you too for coming through. Let's get the holy tablets going on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gotta find me a black priestess. Let's just do the talk like that. Yeah. Okay. Stop Virgo and me. Gotta have it nice and perfect in PP. Nice and perfect for PP. Mm.
Always wanted to be right. It's just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters won't always be haters. Give them no power, they give them no power. Creators are different, they ancient. Sooner than later, what will be ours? I keep an eye out for the drama, testing in context, synchronization. To infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not talk about people like that, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Ain't no problem, but number, equation, present, coding, observation. I'm not moving, reborn, reaction. Come and find me, send it, location.
7:55 p.m. on my alarm. Follow up on a Let's let that play again.
Back to you. Cheating all your natural life. And nowadays, isn't it paradise? Why don't
Can't wait till I get set up professionally. 7:59 p.m. on my alarm. Give the gift to care. Eight o'clock p.m. on my alarm. Give your future self some advice. Follow through on your plans. Enjoy the attention. Do the grunt work. Be your own best friend. Are you using your vices as a crutch? Are you looking for imperfection? Are you looking for a clear opinion? Are you looking for agreement? Are you give the gift to care? I am Shimsis Rafant Atun, aka Shavando, High Priestess, here to recite the holy tablets. Today is Thursday, May 16th, the day of the outrageous Flair, the Tower energy, a wake-up call. We left off at page 227. I left off at page 227. The tablets. 3. The trustworthy. Chapter. The scientists. I'm going to read from the top of the extraterrestrials starting. It was an extraterrestrial plan, or simply planet ET plan, or plan ET. And the moon Kai was to rotate around your planet and the many stars also. Once everything was prepared and seen again, the elder scientists, Anunnaki Zodokites, knew they needed 7 periods of 7,000 years to complete this reformation and transformation from genius Homo ape-like mortal beings to immortal beings, Homo sapien deity-like. While the agreeable while the agreeable verse 28, while the agreeable Anunnaki extraterrestrials planned a plan, the evil one Shakhar and his own son Hayal, or Samael, how about that, also known as Nakash, and Shaitan planned his plan. His plan. The serpent people, the Luciferians, being mixed with the Melchians, Kayans, and Reptilians. But the Dragos are more like a snake than any other of them. However, the agreeable Anunnaki's plan was the best of plans. So the ruler of the Anunnaki native Anunnakis called Shakar, prince of the cherubs, who is also known as Iblis, and Tarnush, who is a reptilian from Maldak, also called Balkun. He is the Luciferian, those who breed frogs, were beings of the sea that landed here 450,000 years ago. He looked on and waited his chance for vengeance for being cast out from his orbit by Nibiru 24 billion also million years ago when his seed was wounded, and for the kidnapping of his son Hayal, also known as Samael and Nahash, by the Anunnaki when they tried to reform him. In order to try to reform the Nahash, reverse breeding needed to be done, which the Anunnaki found out it could not be done, while on the other hand, Enki also waited with Shakar for vengeance for being cast out of rulership of the planet Earth in favor of his younger brother Enlil, known as Nunamir, Nunamir, only 49,000 years ago. So this plan to breed a new being had to be prevented. This breeding was to take place in land of Nippur, which was originally called Nibiru, meaning the birthplace of Nibiru, the sister city of Kodesh, which is Kadush in our language Nuwabek, and they share the same name. It was one of the cities of Kadush in the laboratory built on Earth as a replica of the laboratory that is on the mothership Nibiru. This laboratory is called Shemti. Tablet 6, the trustworthy. Lo, the four scientists Ninti, also called Nin Hersich, Enki, Nergel, and Arishkadel, got together and they selected four of L, the the trustworthy. These trustworthy are also known as the Zodakites and ambassadors. They were to go to the land of Ptah, of Tamara, who are the original Kishites and the first Hivites. Havalites. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be spelling soon. These four selected Magi's or Magus went as Anunnaki, speaking on behalf of Anu to the families of Anath of the Dogon tribe. Page 228. We're going to 262 tonight. 8:11 p.m. on my alarm. Are you ready to keep self-criticism in check? Please do. Page 228. Who thought them to be the Nemos? Who had visited them from before, thinking them to now be in human form? For the NUMMOS told them in the legends that they would return unlike fish people, but moreover in a perfect human form. This was Anath, whose mate was Ptah of the original Bushmen of Raphaeli in South Africa, who were of the original seed of this planet Earth. They who had come from the sea having webbed hands and gills during the fetal stages and having a COCCYX coccyx at the end of their spine. I've taken it as like part of the bone of a spine, like the tail. Born into what is also known genus Homo here, millions of years before the arrival of the certain species of Hindus from the planet Nirvana, which is their own heaven, known as Enkiduites. Their purpose was to breed a daughter who was to be named Nikeba. I named my daughter Nikeba, Hawa, mother of all living, who would be able to procreate. A delegation was sent to the land of Nod against the Kuthites, the original Hindu people. The disagreeable Anaqite of Singh, the sixth planet in Orion, also called Nirvana and Procyon, which means before the dog. The eighth brightest binary star in the Canis Minor constellation. It is also called the Dog Star. That dog being the Sirius star constellation known as the Dog Star, also Caleb, or as many know as Caleb, Club, Kuaab, or Kalub, Kuluub, where the Hindu mixed their seed with the Shaggy. Then they came down to the planet Tiamat, which is Earth, from the constellation of Orion. Orion. The Hindus that ruled from their planet Nirvana, which they called heaven, were Saravasti, also known as Satarrupa, or Savitri, and Brahman, deity of science, okay? Wisdom and music. 20. Sita, also known as Parthivi, and incarnation of Laksmi, deity of love, prosperity, and learning. Supe, deity of air. Suryasavitri, deity of the sun, the light, and truth. Kottabai, the female warrior who was the deity of war. The Hindu demon who leads the heavenly host into battle and rides a peacock. Do Cardi with your peacock, honey. I'm gonna get me one. It was wars that brought the peacock to your planet, now called Earth. Hanuman came here and is known as the monkey deity who was only part monkey. Shiva, also called Siva, Rudra, and Nataraja, came to Earth, and his wife Kali also came to the planet Earth in order that she may stop the war and protect humans from demons. And Kali slew the general of the demons, and then you have Brahma and Thessali, the charioteer of Arjuna, Varuna, deity of the sea, creator of the world, and ruler of the universe. Vayu, father of Hanuman, deity of the wind. Yayu, deity of air, and Yama, brother and husband of his twin sister Yami, who claims to have created the human race, and deity of page 229. Figure 64, the Hindu deity mixing with the reptilians. This is going to take too much time, and hopefully if anyone's reading along or view later on in the future, whenever this video finds you. Figure 65, page 230, Hindu diva Shiva. Page 231, diagram 20 of the Procyon constellation, I believe. Cancer, Gemini. Priestess is ready to read. Page 232. Dead. Who sows the Yamadutas bring to him? Yama has an old greenish complexion and is a bit of a heavy set, and he currently resides in Yamapura. Vishnu and his wife Lakshmi, deity of beauty and wealth. Uma, also known as Bravani, Durga, Kali Deva, and Parvati, being the deity of the female creative energy, being both terrible and kind. Usha, deity of truth and light, who wakes the deities from their sleep. Tandu, who is one. I can't wait to subscribe. Yusha, deity of truth and light, who wakes the deity from their sleep. Tandu, who is one of the principal attendants of Shiva, who was primarily a teacher of ministry. Let me blow this up. Mimicry and dancing. I look blurry. Maybe because I'm not close. It could be my eyes. Parvati, Prithvi, the ruler on earth. Tripurasura, a demon of three worlds, 42, their planet, their moon, and earth. And Matsya, Kurma, Varahs, Aditi, Agni, also known as Pavaka, Dhumaketu, Jatavedas, and Anala, Surya, Asbins, Dasra, Nasatya, and Narasimha, who is half human and half lion. Manasa, mother of Nakhash, or Naqas, who is queen of serpents, grants fertility to sterile mortal females. Thessaly, who was a hermaphrodite, also known as Baphomet, the goat of Mendes, and Vairocana, who was known as King of Demons, who was a lawful demon whose only desire is to do his job well. And Vishnu, who is also called Narayana, who was the overseer, meaning the soul universe of these black straight-haired Hindu demons. And Jagannanath, the warrior who incarnated in the topaz skinned tone with neutral genders, making him a hermaphrodite, having both male and female genitalia, as in the case of all of these Hindu demons. 8:24 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for a safety blanket? Are you staying within your well-worn groove? Having both male and female genitalia, as in the case of all of these Hindu demons, these are the real devils with their scrolls, the UPANHADS, and later the original Asiatic black man with CT, and classified as the disagreeable avatars. These avatars are those beings who incarnated on Terra, which was once the name of this planet Earth. Their coming down to Earth is recorded in the UPANISHADS. They came in crabs called VIMAANAS. These Hindu demons gave praise to these avatars of the sky. And these avatars that came down were the 200 fallen Allahum, and the Hindu people are descendants of them. These disagreeable Allahums were hermaphrodites, having male and female genitals. They arrived thousands of years ago in the land of Nod, then moved to the earth to set up Balai, their secret homeland on earth, where they used the image of the many thousands of creatures that incarnated to this planet earth. There in Balai, they are worshipped. Page 233. To this very day, those who came from BHOGABATI, comma, which is the first planet of DVARAKA of Procyon, after the planet Nirvana, came down to help humans, and they were called Naga, also called Nagini or Nagas. They were a nonviolent race of serpents, reptilians who are benevolent toward humans. The ruler, king of the Naga serpents, was called Taksshaka, who was beloved by Indra, the queen of Manasa, the queen of serpents, who grants fertility to sterile mortal females. The Naga ruler can be depended upon to assist in matters concerning peace, justice, fertility and health, spiritual enlightenment, and wealth. The Hindus have a strain or breed that has submerged amongst them who are dog-like in appearance. They are the jackal people. It is more readily seen in the beadiness of their eyes, shagginess of their hair, and their nose. This condition is called hirsutism, which is an excessive growth of hair all over the body. Those were the descendants of those avatars who came to the planet Earth from the planet Nirvana, of the planet of the constellation of Orion called Singh. This is the original black man, for those of you who think himself as a black man, which is in reality green as the greenest of olives. merely peep at the hieroglyphics of the deities on the wall in Kemet, which is today called Egypt, and you will see the original color you were. There is a particular strain of Hindus who are called the Jackal people, who are water worshippers and have deities of the water like Hiranyaksha, a demon that held earth prisoner beneath the waters of a flood. Another breed of Hindus were beings that were one half monkey and one half human. These are the Aboriginals who once lived in the Far East, now called China. These are spirit monkeys who are known to be the most intelligent monkeys. The chief was called Lard, then became Lord. The master or boss from which comes monkey, monks, monkey, monk e, now resides in Australia and have been for more than 30,000 years. This is where monkey worship came from, the highest of all forms of worship, and is the worship oneself. So they claim to be descendants of great monkeys. Yet when they speak to you, they simply say great monks, as well as various other forms of animals that will worship and are to vary this day in the land of Indra, called India amongst the Hindus, for they also know the true story of existence and of beings coming to this planet. Indra, the deity, was also known or called Jan, a title given to the rebellious in that time. And then when his children, the Hindus and the descendants were multiplying on the surface of the planet Earth, then called Tiamat, which was 56 billion years ago, it was 76 trillion years. Page 233. Ago, when the original woolly haired deities were in their cream history, living in the air pockets in the form of gases in an ethereal state. In the process of creating and growing this present universe, this period of time was long before Kadmon was in the flesh. The black-skinned, straight-haired Hindus, these beings lived on their home planet for 10 billion years, which was between the time period of 76 and 66 billion years ago. It was also 26 billion years ago that the original black-skinned, straight-haired Hindus beings left the Canis Minor star constellation. Can you guys see that? Cars constellation. Let's continue. It was 76 billion years ago that the original black-skinned, straight-haired Hindu beings left the Canis Minor star constellation Procyon, known to them as the Nirvana for King Ju, the moon. They first took residence on other planets, such as Earth, Titan, and Pluto, and then they went to Kengu, the moon, where the Lunarians, a humanoid type, I don't know, Maldekian, resided, which was 66 billion years ago. I don't know. Okay, I have to give it up. Not gonna be able to see it. I'm trying. I tried. I'm doing too much. I'm wasting too much time. I got other things to do. Okay, so I got to charge up my phone. I have to try to. Okay, the head warrior of these Hindu tribes was called Bhut, meaning evil spirit. These beings left their own planet, Nirvana, because of a war for power. There was much conflict amongst these Hindu demons. These conflicts was felt within the heart of the lion man, Hiran. I need my cord. Let me turn this down so I can hear. Oh, goodness. Yeah, one thing is another. Help me, God. The head warrior of these Hindu tribes were called Bhut, Bhut, meaning evil spirits. These beings left their own planet, Nirvana, because of a war power. There was much conflict amongst these Hindu demons. These conflicts was felt within the heart of the lion man, Hiranyaksipu, who was obtaining a blessing from Brahma, Brahma, the creator and the absolute, who had 4 arms, 4 bodyguards, and 4 mouths and speakers, who felt as though he could not be killed either by power by any deity or mortal. Hiranyaksipu wanted to be ruler of the universe, which was created by the original people of Nuwabu, the 9 ether beings. Thus, he proclaimed himself ruler of their universe. Hiranyaksipu opposed Vishnu, Nyakasipu, and it angered him so because his son, Prahlada, was a devoted to the deity Vishnu and not him. Vishnu was called the bird. It soared through the air, a craft prepared for battle as a protector and perseverer of worlds. Because Prahlarda was a devoted to Vishnu, his father, Hiranyakasipu, tried to slay him. Yet he was unsuccessful, and instead Prahlarda, a pious son, called on Vishnu for help, and Vishnu burst forth from a massive craft, a cylinder in the shape of a pillar from demon's palace, just before the shadow hour in the form of a half man and half lion, when it was neither shadow hour nor day, exactly mid-time. Vishnu slew Hiranyakasipu, and Prahlarda became demon king. Thus, it was destined that they move on before they left their own planets of Procyon, Dvaraka, or Nirvana. A demon was sent. This demon sent was called Chandra, that explored Kingu before they went there. 100. And he became known as the deity of Kingu during their last 6 billion years that they stayed on Kingu. They lived and bred with the Lemurians that lived on Kingu. These Hindu demons stayed on Kingu for not more than 10 billion years. The first 4 billion is in peace, and 234, page 235. 235, figure 66 of Krishna. Figure 67, Krishna and Arguna. 236. 237, figure 68, Hindu with six either black hair. 8:43 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for a long distance crush that doesn't have anything to do with it? Dark hair, beady eyes, and dark skin. Page 238. Notice the dog-like mane on figure 69. Page 239, figure 70. Shaggy's dog people. This is an actual disorder called hirsutism. This condition is characterized by the excessive growth of hair or the presence of hair in unusual places on the body. Page 240, figure 71. Two children suffering from hirsutism, figure 71. Page 241, figure 72. Garuda. Page 242, figure 73. Balarama. 244. The last 6 billion or 6 days in on each 1 billion years is equivalent to one day in their time. Some say one day is likened unto 1,000 years. Others say 1 billion years is likened to one day or 6 sets. My tablet just passed away. Give me a moment. Let me pull it up on another phone.
Is that a JetBlue card? When you buy me.
We're approaching the hour of the live stream, Shavonda. Time is 8:49 p.m. This is embarrassing. I'm gonna just start getting this printed out. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, if I don't put the who it's from, it's hard to find it. Okay. I'm almost there. Shavanda, almost there. I believe we left off on page 244. So the last 6 billion years or 6 days is unrest. Each 1 billion year is equivalent to 1 day in their time. So I'll read since we have this one. The tablet has ran out of life. Others say 1 billion year is likened unto a day, or 6 sets of 1 billion years, or 6 days in Hindu symbolic time. To the Etherians, it would be trillions of years. They used a base on King Gu to launch the planet Earth. It was billions of years that these black-skinned, haired, straight-haired being Hindus were deported from Kingu, but because of their mischief making and the shedding of much blood. However, not all Hindus are mischief makers. Like in all cultures, you have agreeable angels and disagreeable angels. There are agreeable Hindus and there are disagreeable Hindus, just as you have agreeable Anunnakis and disagreeable Anunnakis. They, the disagreeable Hindus, were made to leave by the Lunarians, the original inhabitants of Kingu, later named after their great ruler Lunar, and his people being called Lunarians. The disagreeable Hindus made haste and left Lunair, their dwellings abandoned, while the agreeable Hindu returned to their home Nirvana and Procyon, a binary star in the Canis Minor constellation. Then these black-skinned, straight-haired beings came to the planet Tiamat, now called Earth, originally called Tiwat, Tiwat. When they left Kingu, also called Lunar, now called the Moon, they landed and established the land of Chaldea, named Land of Demons. They then moved in Indonesia, where their rulers were there, who were hermaphrodites, became the deities, where their home now on earth was named after by Hindu demon who region over 3 worlds, simply my Balal. Bashumdhara, the earth, Akasa, the heavens, the place where the sun shines, and the atmosphere between the heavens and the earth, called Apas, where the clouds do not exist. Bali was so purely demonic in his ways that his bones became diamonds and his blood became rubies. Thus, it was billions of years ago that the disagreeable Hindus came to the planet Earth. Earth. These humans type hybrid beings were brought by the hermaphrodite Hindu avatars from their planet of Procyon, Dvaraka, or Nirvana of the Canis Minor star constellation. Long after these second groups of Hindus, 8:59 p.m. Are you looking for injustice? Hindus were and are the agreeable ones, have bred the many great leaders such as Shirdi Sai Baba, Satyasai Baba, Mahatma Gandhi, Siddha Rtha Gumtama, Buddha. We read about them earlier. They first went to Kingu for 10 billion years, then on to Earth. These hybrid being deities were your mermaids, your unicorns, your minotaurs, and other half human, half animal creatures. Thanks for getting to the point. Many of these beings that came to the planet Earth are what you refer to as defected beings, deformed in appearance. Those on Earth today that descended from them are your younger people with 3 arms, wait, no legs, and 6 fingers and 6 toes, and Siamese twins. On your planet today, you can find bones of creatures that are descendants. Page 245. Figure 75. Oh, I got rid of the song. Hold on a minute. Come on. I don't think I'm going to be able to hear the music from there. Look at me. I just can't get right. I just can't get right. I was supposed to start off with the azan too. Okay, page 246. Figure 76, Buddha. 247. Figure 77, Santa Baba. Let me not even try it. Let me keep going. Figure 78, Baba. Figure 79, Gandhi. 249. Figure 2 Figure 80, page 250, the Siamese twins. Priestess is ready to read, page 253. Page 253 of these Hindu demons. These Hindu demons to you would be extraterrestrials or extraterrestrials or beings outside of Terra, another name of Earth. The Hindu demons, such as the mermaids or Atargatis, I was called a mermaid, who was the mother of the Hindu deities, meaning sea demon, for she was the one that mixed with the reptilians for the interbreed. Thus she is called the sea demon, or the one of 2,000 skeletal bones of the Centaur, Centaur, that was unearthed in the island of Greece, that stood 7 feet tall, weighing 450 pounds. And it is no coincidence that these bones were found in the Isles of Patmos, the mountain regions in the Slay, Thessaly, in the Grotto, meaning caves, in the place called My Own Killing, in the Aegean, where Jacob's grafted seed, Halaabeanes, comma, Fugefulrods, comma, or Hulub, ended up after his travails ended at a age of 150. Jacob's scientists carried out his plan after they had traveled from Arabia to port around Africa, originally called Ganawah or Gnawa, seeking just the right place for his laboratories in the making and grafting of his new Aryan race, whose very practices were carried on in later times by Hitler or Hitler. Archangel, black-skinned, straight-haired Hindus called Asiatic black men and women, those that left their home in Asia, being loyal to Yaqub's ruler and regulations and obeying his appointed Haggai, Haggai. These are the ones referred to as the tribe of Jeshbazzar, named after one Zerubbabel, comma, later called Shahbazza, and even Shabazz by Yaqub. These Hindus were used to breed what are called the original Aryan race, seed of the HALAABEAN, comma, FLUGELROD, comma, and the regressive gene of the black-skinned, straight-haired beings called the Asiatic black man was grafted into a red man and grafted into a yellow man, then grafted onto the pale man of the GROTTO or GROTTE, meaning caves, the HALAABEANS FLUGELRODS of 8,400 years ago, whose ruler was KORG. This gratification graftation should not be confused with the albino seed, which is the cursed Canaanites, meaning lowlanders, the albino seed with the curse of leprosy. The descendants of Canaan of 4,004 years ago, before 2,000 years ago, or 6,000 years ago, which was the birth of their own Adam, also called Edom, Libana. Because Canaan had ruddy red skin at birth, being born with albinism before departing from the craft, and when he did blush, he transformed to red, giving him the name Edom or Adam. Yet his skin was white like milk at birth, and he did get that name Labana from milky white, but thereafter from his disagreeableness he was cursed with Tsawrahath, or in Nuwapic Sauruthy, meaning leprosy, or a malignant skin disease in the skin of his flesh, to plague him all the days of his life. To the Melanite members of his family, this recessive Mennonite child was called the devil and was chased by his own family from the land of Canaan, and he did end up taken. Page 254. Figure 83 is the scientist Yakub. 255, diagram 21 of the Aegean Sea. Figure 84, Shess Bazaar, 256 page. 257 page. Figure 85, Cord, the chief of the Fugleroids. High Priestess is ready to read page 258. Refuge. In the Caucasus Mountain, where Labana was called Canaan, for he and his family moved from the heights of the mountains into the lowlands. He was an albino by birth and a leopard by curse, but was destined to take his wife and sister Salah, the pure Melanite, for that was the way of that land and family. Their deportation from the land of Kadmon took them to the mountain regions between the Caspian and the Black Sea, where they were later known as the Amorites, mountain dwellers, because his son Amor's sons resided there. There are as many Aryan tribes as there are Nubians tribes, which is the original name of the Nubian Ptahite, Ethiopian Kusites. The beings that Yakub grafted was first called Adam, born 8,400 years ago. His wife was named Lilith, born 8,400 years ago, which is not to be mistaken for Kadmon, and his wife named Nekeba, who was born 49,000 years ago. Kadmon, who was born 49,000 years ago, being of Kusite, Hindu, and Kushites, Nubian descent. Most of the Australian Aboriginals have their Barathary gland, and they use their four higher senses, so they are called spirit monkeys or monks. Hindus begin to give reference to the one half animal and one half human creatures that came from Kengu. The Australian Aborigines have six either straight hair, even blonde hair with copper toned skin. Also, there is the Aryan who calls himself Hindu Aryan, meaning the noble Aryan, who is also of the cursed seed, and from their descendants are the Shaggies, who mix with the Hindus. The physical appearance of the Aryan, the San Sanskrit word meaning noble, is the albino who lived in the Caucasus or Caucasian Mountains, which is a region between the Black Sea on the west and the Caspian Sea on the east. A great mountain range which raises to 18,510 feet on Mount Elbrus, from the word Abras meaning leprosy in Nuwabic. Okay, let me try to. Oh, Dr. York. Oh my goodness. Caucasia, a part of Russia, has an area of 170,000 square miles. The Greeks named it Caucasia, which is the home of the Flugrelrods, as they are called in Almanac, and which is called Germany today, and their original name is Halaabes or Hulub, which is to distinguish themselves from the descendants of Labana, Cana, the Caucasians. The Caucasians, the Caucasians deteriorating Asiatics. Elbrus, or home of those Abras beings, lepers of the mountains, are also called the sons of Canaan. Thus the term abracadabra, a mystical word, has used in incantations or as a charm to ward off diseases. Originally of lepers, these periods are broken up into epochs of unequal duration. Page 250. Drink my water, mind my business. Page 259 is diagram 22. The Caucasus Mountains, where Canaan, the father of the albino race, fled with his sister Salah. 25 minutes to the stream. Page 260. Priestess is ready to read. Palestine. Oh my goodness, let me just skip to the English. Okay, it has two cones rising to 18,510 feet, and the other cone is 18,481 feet, where the glaciers feed the Kuban, Malka, and Baksan rivers. These mountains peaks, I remember I used to read this like this before we had phones. This is how I was pronouncing it, everything. The book, I had the book. These mountain peaks, with their volcanoes, got their name from the volcanoes, which were of Maldek. While inhabiting the mountains, they incurred difficulties in reproducing due to the lack of salt in their bodies. These caverns dwelling beings came out of their mountain dwellings with a desire to reproduce, so they were seeking melanites, for they lacked the necessary quantity of melanin in their bodies. They commenced savagely raiding Nubians villages, killing the men and stealing the women, then returning to the mountains with their captives are the albino lepers, cavemen, aborigines, Amorites, Aryan, fought amongst themselves for the possession of the Nubians women. In order to assure security, the ARYANS migrated with their NUWBUN captives. My mind is going somewhere else. Hold on, please, Eric. Clear my crown chakra. Clear my throat chakra. Keep it focused. In order to assure security, the ARYANS migrated with their Nubians captives from the Caucasus Mountains onto what is known today as India to mix in with the original Indians, the Hindus, from the planet Nirvana or Procyon in the Canis Minor constellation. The merging of these two extreme races of the Caucasians and the Nubians brought about a being that reflects the trait of both the Negroid and the Caucasoid. So you will find leprosy amongst the Negroids also, while the textures of their hair varies from 6 to 8 either. Their feature can vary, their skin tones can vary. Their nature and behavior patterns can also vary. The war between black man in the East Indian and the men called white, the pale man or European, is not your war Nubian. It is a war between man and mankind. Yet you are deities. You are more than men. Their practices led to fear and intimidation, which in turn gave birth to another kind of worship reincarnation over exaggerated disciplines called yoga and Patma yoga, where one emulates deformed beings or piercing at the sun or fast until the poison overcomes their bodies, and they call this foolishness perfection. This is the mother of religious disciplines. What fools these mortals be! Teach you to worship in fear of your deity, but not out of sincere love of your deities. They set up their empire in the land of Nod, ruled by Nudimmud, also known as Enki. Some called him Merlin the magician. When the disagreeable Avatara came down from Nirvana to the IDIGLAT-FURATTU TIGRIS-EUPHRATES, clear water set up you are, the land of fire worship. The language they spoke was Sanskrit, called Hindu. and then it mixed and became URDU. They of demons to a city which became known as U in Chaldea. From this incident came page 261. I get so emotional when it comes to creation, I'm a mom. And this is a really big deal. My internet is acting up. Original of Enkidu, the shaggy one descended. He lived with and had sexual intercourse as a bestialogist with all the beasts of the outer field. The Hindus' descendants mixed in with the Inosite women of the Dagon tribe, who produced the Kushites, which is also the tribe of Atum and Liliath, who are the parents of Kadmon, also known as Adam, the disagreeable Adamite. They had to breed a child called Zakar by the name Kadmon, by way of Samaj Semjasa, or Atum and Liliath, the rulers of the mortals in that land, who were of a mixed tribe from a 300 Anaqi that followed Enki. Those Hindu Elohim Anaqi who took Kishite, also called Kushite, or Enosite's women from Sawedeh, the outer field of the Dogon tribe, and they raped them. When these beings came and raped the women, they told them that they were called the Nommus and that they came from the star Sirius. However, they came from a star with one active planet named Nirvana, home of those original Hindus. Real life TV. These disagreeable beings did not stay in the court of Anu, Elohim, El, and they did not obey Anu, Elohim, El, the deity, the great Anu, was and is and always will be called a Elohim, Elohim El. In the name of Elohim, Elohim El, please help me pronounce it right, who is glorified as God, I guess, in the name of your sustainer, Elohim, Elohim El, who is Anu, who created, perfected, and completed all things, and he planned and guided them. He makes all things that grow and then reduces it to dust. And the Anunnaki makes this ready for you to read so that you will not forget except for what El wants. Surely he knows and declares 9:29 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for honest friends? I will be. Surely he knows and declared. And what is even hidden from Elohim Anu, we Anunnakis will make the way of the Inusites easy. And you are to remind others by informing others of these facts. It's the best thing one can do. These Inusites that fear will heed this warning and will be prepared for the great day of Anu. Elohim, the Yahweh of the Anunnakis, when the crystal city will come down out of heaven, prepared for the 144,000 who will be raptured. The others who do not heed these facts will be committed to the lake of fire or the pit of hell. His soul will never die there, yet his body does not live there. Indeed, those who purify themselves by realignment will succeed, and they will bear the crystal city where they will be taught, and then they will come forth prepared as kings of kings and lords of lords, called rulers of those who rule now and masters of those who teach now. The first studying with Christ, their Savior, who is the real Messiah, is 1,000 years or one day, then to return to this planet to save many others who will listen and remember the name Anu of all. Last page, I shall read themselves. Or do you prefer the life? Though, no. Messed up my internet. Out of all notifications, this one messes up my internet. Wow. Thank you for refreshing. I love me some him. Themselves, or do you prefer the life on this planet? Your kingdom come on earth as it is in Orion, for the great day of the rapture will come for those aligned, where they will be taken abroad the great, there to be taught by Sananda or Tammuz for the period of one day, which could be 1,000 years, then to return to the teachers of the survivors. This will be preceded by the seven great thunders, which are the signs of the times, although the state of this planet after the old heavens and the do you want to be hereafter, or as we say in the hereafter, the rapture of the disagreeable. 9:33 p.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for safety right on time? Religious people are tricked and taken from here, never to return. Verily, all of this is in the first, the Sahuf, as recorded in Al's Holy Quran 87:19. I gotta get that book again. Where Abraham was given his Torah, which it speaks of the coming of a man with great extraordinary gifts, who will be Mashiach to his people, a Messiah. This same person was none other than Abraham, the name under which he was, and later Ibrahim. Just like Merlin acted the part of the ambassador and went to Nimrod about the birth of Abraham, so also did Nusqu, the ambassador, went and talked to the Cushites concerning the birth of Canaan. However, they did not agree with the plan. Say, oh, you all, LKAAFRUWN, those who conceal that which they know to be the facts, knowledge. I am not a slave to what you are a slave to, and you are not a slave for him whom I am a slave for. El Elohim Ali. And I am not a slave for what you are, a slave for spook gods, shrines, and Kaabas. And you are not slaving for him who I am slaving for, El Elohim El Anu. You will have your DIYN way of life decision, and I will. So tablet 4, I'm going to read what's on this page 262, but this will be the start of tomorrow's read. Tablet 4, the disagreeable Cushites. Lo, the Cushites rejected the ambassadors, Gabriel el-Zadok, son of Raziel, and Zamael, and Michael Zadok, son of Enki, and Damkina, who were called El Muslimat. Yet they could not refuse Enki himself, also known as Izraa, El Zadok, son of Anu, and Id. Because the Kazites were of a disagreeable nature, they were called those who conceal what they know to be true. Nergal became ruler of the Cushites of disagreeable tribes. Ninti and Enki were on the surface of Eridu, falsely called Earth, while Arishkegal and Nergal were in Zuab or Abzu. All of them were the children of Anu, who were rulers of the skies. The Enkiduites were of a barbaric nature, and they stood 7 feet tall, and they were covered with 6 either fur from head to toe. So from this you get the word barber. The Enkiduites originally came to Earth, which is now Tiamat, to hunt dinosaurs and prehistoric animals. And that is the reading, the listening. I have completed chapter 3, the scientist. We're going into chapter 4, the disagreeable Cushites. I'm going to end it right there. I was going to play some more music, but I want to go ahead and finish these scriptures and stuff to be sent out. The Quran is up next on Facebook.